My grandma used to tell me scary stories when I was little. There's one I'll never forget. Grandma Sybil moved in the summer I turned 10, 6 months after Granddad's funeral. Mom said the old house on Ridley Lane felt too big for one grieving widow, but I knew Grandma came for me. She hobbled through the front door in a violet coat that smelled of lavender and boiled sweets, flung her arms wide and boomed, "Daniel, my darling boy." No one protested louder than Mom, yet no one, not even Dad, could refuse Grandma once she got rumbling. Grandma told stories the way thunder tells the sky it's alive, rolling, impossible to ignore. She'd talk about ration books and Spitfires, seaside dances, and wartime stories with chipped china teacups. But I always begged for the frightening ones. Grandma said I had the gift, that thin silver cord between waking and dreaming. "Best to know the dark corners early," she'd whisper, slipping me to sherbet lemons. The dark corners hate a surprise. The most chilling corner, the one that still crawls over my skin when the bathroom fan hums, belonged to Mr. Longfingers. It began over a simple question. "Why do you soak in the tub so long, Grandma? Showers are quicker." She sat on the edge of my bed, moonlight scoring her cheekbones blue, and drew me close enough to smell peppermint on her breath. "Bath water keeps the thin folk away," she said. "In a shower you're standing, eyes shut, steam thick as fog on the moor. That's when he tries the glass." I swallowed. "Who?" "Mr. Longfingers. Some say he's just hungry heat and leftover prayers. Some say he's a doorway that learned to knock back. Either way, he loves a person who closes their eyes for too long." Her own lids drifted shut, 5 seconds safe, 10 seconds dicey. 15, tap, tap, tap. Grandma rapped 3 brittle knocks on my headboard, and I nearly bit my tongue. "That's the tip of his nails on the shower door, Daniel. If you ever hear it, promise me 2 things. Keep your eyes shut tight and don't scream. Screaming tastes like invitation." I promised. Then I lay awake listening to my pulse sizzle until dawn. For a week, I rinsed shampoo with my eyes barely pinched, counting under my breath. 1, 2, 3. At 8 seconds, the bathroom felt crowded. At 12, pressure built against the glass. At 14, I gasped and flung my eyes open, suds burning. No one stood there, yet thin trails cut the steam like claw marks. Mom eventually noticed the red rims round my eyes and marched upstairs to scold. That night, I overheard Mom and Dad, through the wall, telling Daniel monsters will strangle him in the shower. "He's 10, Mom said. Dad murmured half-calm replies, but Mom's fury crackled through plaster. Grandma knocked at my room past midnight. No stories, just a gentle apology. "Sometimes I forget how sharp the world is when you're small." She brushed my hair. "Let me handle Mr. Longfingers." A week later, warm summer dawn fractured under sirens. I woke to water-pounding tile. Mom raced me from the hallway. Dad shouldered the bathroom door. Grandma lay dead under the shower spray. Eyes bulged, one hand clawing the air, the other streaking damp glass inside and out. The coroner said heart attack. Mom said shock. I said nothing, because when the ambulance left, I crept back to wipe the pain and found fingertip smears outside the cubicle, arcing down the mirror like exit wounds. Mr. Longfingers had tapped back. Grandma's funeral wilted into autumn, and life lurched on. You'd think that would be the story I can't shake, her lifeless body, the impossible marks, but it's only the prelude. The real nightmare hides 3 years earlier, when I was 7 and Grandma first revealed the special knock. I'd sobbed myself raw after Liam Carter tripped me in front of the whole class, and the girls laughed till their braces flashed. Grandma listened, gave me a mint humbug, then drifted to the wardrobe in my old bedroom. "Kay?" A cheap pine thing smelling of dust and glue. She pressed her cheek to the wood and murmured words too soft to hear. "That," she said, "turns a door into a window. 7 knocks, open it to the lunar plane. Silver deserts and rivers that flow upward. Beautiful, serene, but a wrong number." Her face darkened. 13 knocks lead you elsewhere, to the Blacklands. Never open a door that wraps back from there, Daniel. Promise. I promised. For days I avoided even brushing the wardrobe. Yet its gravity pulled thoughts, like a black star pulls light. I dreamt of gray moons and whistling voids. Then came the sleepover. Liam was popular, athletic, irrepressible. My opposite held close, because our dads were old cricket mates. He claimed boredom the instant Mom confiscated our Nerf guns. When I pitched board games, he scoffed. I blurted the only distraction I owned. I know magic. A witch taught me. 7 knocks on that wardrobe shows another world. His smirk sharpened. So do it. I hesitated, thinking of Grandma's warning, but his sneer hurt worse than fear. I stepped to the door, knuckles raised. Chill seeped through the lacquer. Knock. 1. Knock. 2. With every thud, a low whistle stirred behind the wood, as the wind coiled in dark rafters. Knock. 6. Knock. 7. The whistle sang louder, high and mournful. My hand drifted to the knob until Liam shoved me aside. Bang, 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 bang. 6 more vicious slams. 13 total. The whistle died. Silence pooled thick as syrup. Terror rooted me, but Liam only laughed. Your face open up, wizard. He yanked the door, expecting socks and Lego. Ink spilled from the crack instead. Darkness so dense, it swallowed the lamplight. Wind keened across barren miles. Liam's smile faltered. Don't? I whispered. Something inside tapped back. Tap, tap, tap. Slow, certain. Liam's fingers twitched toward the gap, his green eyes glazed. I saw then he wasn't fully awake, like a sleeper walking off a roof. He pulled the door wider. Bone-pale tendrils unfurled, jointed like centipede legs yet supple as rope, and looped round Liam's throat. He choked a single syllable, "Guh," while veins bulged violet. I lunged, grabbing his hand. For a heartbeat we were linked, him anchored to me anchored to the room. Then the black strength tugged, ripping a plaster from skin, and Liam vanished, screaming into endless night. The door slammed so hard posters rattled. My scream finally arrived, shredding the dark. Police searched gardens, drains, rooftops. They questioned neighbors, teachers, me. They found nothing but a wardrobe stacked with winter coats. Mom, I insisted through tears, the cupboard took him. She stroked my hair and begged Dad to move us. We did. Our new house boasted bright halls and no built-in wardrobes. Yet I felt raw space where Liam should be, as though the world had lost its shape. Grandma visited once furniture settled. She kissed my brow, asked me to trust her, and I confessed everything. She listened without blinking. Then, "You're safe from that bully now." I flinched. Liam was my friend. Grandma's expression softened with pity and something colder. "Anyone who harms you forfeits mercy, my boy. The Blacklands keep what they take." She pressed a mint to my palm. "Thank you, Grandma." My mouth tasted ash, but I obeyed. "Thank you, Grandma." Years slipped by, yet dusk. Sometimes carried faraway wind, or bathrooms hissed too much like applause. I avoided showers, closets, doors that felt thicker on the inside. I married, fathered 2 brilliant daughters. Let them think Grandma's death scarred me into bath-only habits. They don't know the greater truth, that cupboards can cough up darkness, that hot water invites long fingers, that love can rot into protection's cruel twin. Counseling peels old paint from memory. Fragments return. Grandma's chant at my wardrobe. Liam's hand turning ice cold. The look of satisfaction she wore when she said the words, "My little friend's in the Blacklands now." And one more shard, bright and jagged. The night before she died, Grandma hobbled to the guest bathroom with a steely smile. "Run along, Daniel," she said. "I have an old score to settle." When I asked what score, her eyes glittered. "Mr. Longfingers thinks a widow's easy prey. I'll show him how long fingers snap." She closed the door. Water thundered. 15 seconds tap. Tap, tap. I never heard her scream. People call me paranoid for bolting wardrobes and replacing shower heads with clawfoot tubs. Let them. I keep count while rinsing, hum over the hush of steam, and bolt awake if wind whistles through a crack. Because somewhere doors still shiver, and Mr. Longfingers drums patient rhythms. Because somewhere a bully named Liam Carter may wander moonwashed deserts pleading for rescue, or worse. Because love in the wrong mouth can speak curses. And because I, Daniel, grandson of Sybil, know the black corners hate a surprise, so I stay awake and keep the mint taste of her stories on my tongue, remembering the rules. 5 seconds. Safe. 8. 10. Dicey. 15. Invitation. 13 knocks. The Blacklands open, and nothing that goes in ever truly leaves. except maybe the scream it takes with it.